Hello guys, welcome to the world. Al-Nassr, Mkhabs and Mohabi. More news, latest news, Al-Nassr news and transfers. There's issues on Bento, Laport, Otavio. And I want to address something on Getsen. But let's start with Bento. According to sambriantor.com, Bento, he has instructed his agents to find something for him. Of course, according to them, it says he's no longer interested to play for Al-Nassr. And then there's something on Inter Milan, but I don't think it's possible. Of course, the market of Europe is closed, so there's no way he can link to any team in Europe unless the side of Turkey, of course. But the Europe market is closed completely, so he can't go to Europe, especially the side of Italy, England, Spain. He can't go there. Therefore, the issue of Bento, I don't see. Maybe he will end up leaving, but to somewhere in a Saudi team. Of course, he's not happy. Bento, he want to go to the World Cup, of course, with Brazil, but he's not playing well, and not this season. Like, this was his first game, but he played the final of the Super Cup and the semi-final of the Super Cup. He was poor. He was very poor, Bento, on that game, both of against Al-Ittihad and Al-Ali. That is why he was substituted by Nawaf Al-Akidi. And of course, I think he realized that he's not going to be able, unless if Nawaf make a mistake. But now Nawaf will be. And when the coach, the first time when the khaleej signed with Al-Nassr, he said he want to loan Bento because he prefers Nawaf as his number one goalkeeper. So from the word go, the decision of khaleej was to loan Bento and play Nawaf as his number one goalkeeper. But then along that path, Nawaf make a mistake against Almeria, and then I think he took a decision that we'll play Bento for now until Nawaf settle. But the mistake which Bento did on that final against Al-Ali, of course, then it brings Nawaf Al-Akidi back into the picture, and of course Nawaf now took over, because to take Nawaf Al-Akidi out of that post now, it's not going to be easy for Bento. It's over. I think it's over for this season. He might play Bento somewhere in a Kings Cup, there and there, but Nawaf Al-Akidi will be the number one goalkeeper of Al-Nassr this season. So I think that's the reason, and he has already, I think he realized that is why he want to leave. It's 4 years contract of Bento. I don't know how much. Then the offer was for Inter Milan. Let's not take it serious for now. Maybe around January. For now, you can't take that link serious, of course. If the market is closed, then Bento is linked somewhere between Inter or any team in the European market. I don't think we can take that serious. We can then say maybe if Bento will leave, it will be around January. It will be around January. He can go somewhere, maybe Besiktas, Istanbul Basaksehira. He can't go to Fenerbahce. Anderson is there. He can't go to Galatasaray. I don't think he can go to Galatasaray. And then Onana, of course, is signed with, and that team is playing, I think, Europa, if not Europa Conference League. Transfer. But maybe. But another is Qatar. The site of Qatar is still open. And I think Alexander Mitrovic have signed with Al Rayyan of Qatar. So, of course, that site is still open, even in the Saudi, in the Saudi league. So with Bento, I believe it's just that he is confused because he realized that, but it's done now. It's done. If he wants to get a more game time, he must improve his performance, because I think he will participate on our first game against. Are we going to play against? I'm not sure. But our first game on the Kings Cup. He will play that game. He must improve from there. And another game which I don't think is going to play against Al-Qadsiah. Al-Qadsiah is not going to play against Al-Riyadh, and is not going to play against Al-Ittihad. And I don't think he's going to play the first game of the Champions League 2. But he can play the third game or the fourth game, depending how we are going to perform on the Champions League 2. But if we perform well, and then on the fifth game, he's going to play on that game. For now, I think Nawaf will be number one goalkeeper, of course. And then another issue is Laport. On Tuesday, that's where Laport will know his faith of going to Atletico Bilbao, because according to Marca, then the appeal of Atletico Bilbao will be resolved between Tuesday and Wednesday. I think this week. I don't think it's next week. I think it is this week, unless maybe it will be next week, but Tuesday or Wednesday. Of course, I said this. I said it's not, the deal is done. It's not like it's going back. He might end up back to Al-Nassr, but that is not just going to be easy, because Atletico Bilbao, they are not just going to take it lying down. They will question this thing, and then they will try, because they need one of their players, their center back is injured, another one under the dope, that punishment. So there are two center backs. They've lost their two center backs, so they need Laport, and they will play for the Champions League, on the Champions League, UEFA Champions League. So they need Laport. It's important for them to get Laport. So I believe Laport, he might end up in Atletico Bilbao. Let's just wait. He might end up at Atletico Bilbao. And then with Otavio, Otavio, I think, is gone. According to Fabrizio Romano, he's gone, he's done. He will sign with, there's an agreement between him and Al-Qadsiah. He will sign 2-year contract with Al-Qadsiah until 2027. For me, it's a right move. It's a good move, especially the injuries of Otavio and his performance, the overall performance for last season. I think this is a good move for him, And then that is going to be, of course, with the centre back from Real Madrid, Nacho. So that is going to be the team of him and Nacho. So all what Otavio, Al-Nassr bought him around 65 million. So I don't know. No. This is not a loan. It's a direct transfer. So it's going to. They are buying him from Al-Nassr to Al-Qadsiah. So it's done. With Otavio, it's done. We can say Otavio now is gone. We'll wait, but I believe Al-Qadsiah won, because Al-Qadsiah, they're going to play against Al-Hilal on Saturday. On Saturday. On Friday, of course, I think it's Al-Ittihad, Al-Fahar, Al-Ettifaq, Al-Ali. But I think Al-Hilal and Al-Qadsiah, they are playing on Saturday. So I think they want Otavio on Saturday so that he can play that game before Saturday, before Friday. If they can sign, today is Monday. If they will sign him before Wednesday, of course he will do his medical between Saturday and Wednesday and Thursday, and of course he will be able to play on Saturday. So we can say, if I think Laport will end up leaving, I'm happy with both of them, because these are big players. They can't go and play the Champions League 2. Playing Champions League 2, of course, I count those matches on our last video. Only until when you count from now until December on the Champions League 2, you're going to play on the 17th, and then you're going to play on the 1st of October, and then around the 25th of October, which is your third match. From there, you're going to play November. I think 2 matches around November. December 2, if not 1. So 7 matches, if not 5. Yeah, 6 matches or 7. I don't know if we're going to. We must get a player, because we must get a winger. Mane will leave. Mane will go to the African Cup of Nations. But Mason Greenwood, Mason come to Al-Nassr? I don't think it's going to be easy, because if then Mane must. At least they must then remove Mane from the list of the Saudi Arabian league, and then register Mane under the Champions League 2, or register him, Mason Greenwood, on Champions League 2, and then around January, then that's the time you're going to register him. I don't know if it's going to be possible, but Al-Hilal bought a goalkeeper from Lyon, but it's under 21, so you will understand. I think it's under 21, that goalkeeper of Lyon, so you will understand. If not, then because Bono will leave. How many players? Bono will leave, Koulibaly will leave too, I think. So of course, then there's there was a question I was asked about Gesse. He's a Brazilian player for Zenit St. Petersburg. This link has been there has been there, I think, around since I think July, the end of July, the beginning of July, or just around there. And then it seems like there's a problem with St. Petersburg, because the player, last time when I checked, the player wanted to come to Al-Nassr, but between the player and the agent, I don't know what's going on, but it ended up St. Petersburg, not agreeing with that move. I don't know what was the problem, but between the agent and the team, something is not right. So we must say, we'll see. It's a midfield, of course. I think we are looking for a midfielder. If we really we want to, we are looking for a midfielder. I'm not. I think because it seems like now if Bento wants to leave, we'll have to get a goalkeeper, and I think, of course, there's a goalkeeper somewhere lining up for us somewhere. I don't know. Can we get Dibu? I'm not sure. Aston Villa will never allow him to leave now. It's already late. But can we get a goalkeeper? We can't get that one of Al-Qadsiah already straight to Al-Hilal, but we must get a goalkeeper. If Bento, I think, will sign a goalkeeper. Just wish if we can get the best goalkeeper from the Saudi League, and then that will then open a door for us just to go and sign a midfielder. If we can get a goalkeeper from straight from Saudi Arabia, then that will give us an opportunity to go and get a midfielder, because I don't think now we can say we are looking for a left back or right back. I think we are fine. Or we can get and of course, if we are going to get a goalkeeper from the Saudi League, then definitely sure we'll get Mason Greenwood. We'll get Mason Greenwood. And he will drop for now, playing close to Marcelo Brozovic, and then Mane will play in that position, and when he will go forward. Either him will drop or Mane, but I don't think Mane will drop. I think he will drop, and then after Mane, then he will then play, and then Angelo will play just behind him, Kingsley Coman and Joao Felix. But of course, guys, thank you very much. That's it. Tomorrow Bafana is playing with Nigeria. Another win for Bafana. They must win this game. And Portugal is playing tomorrow. Armenia, Portugal, they are playing tomorrow. No, sorry. Hungary, Portugal, they are playing tomorrow. Of course, Ronaldo must win this game. It must be a simple win for Portugal. Of course, Hungary is not an easy team, but now this is not that Portugal. This is not the old Portugal. I'm interested on their offensive line tomorrow. Their offensive line. They started with Patronato and then Joao Felix, Cristiano. I want to see this time, of course. Bruno was just around there, and I'm interested this time. I'm interested to see if Joao Felix is going to start again. Thank you very much, guys. Like the video, subscribe, and put the notification bell. Thank you.